Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be my bookshelf tour, which a lot of you have been requesting ever since I reorganized them, and I definitely wanted to film it because if you didn't see, I am moving out soon, so of course I wanted to document how my shelves look in this room. They're definitely going to be quite different, I think, when I move out because I'll have more bookshelves. So I'm going to be going through my two big bookshelves, my black bookshelf that I have next to my bed. I have two inbuilt shelves, and then I have these bookshelves behind me. So I will try to leave what bookshelves they are in my description, but they're all from IKEA, and the two big ones, which is what most people ask about, are the Billy bookshelves. Definitely recommend them. Super affordable, super high quality. People also ask if they sag at all. They haven't sagged, and I have quite a few books on them, so they're really good quality. So yes, let's just get into it. I'm not going to go through every single book. That's just not the vibe. Like, I just feel like that's kind of boring. But I'll go through each shelf, talk about how I decorated it, highlight a few key books on the shelves, and stuff like that. So yes, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, let's just get into it. So first I'm going to take you through these shelves, which are the Billy bookshelves from IKEA. Okay, so on top of the shelves I actually have some books because, you know, I need to maximize that space. So most of the books on top are paperbacks, and it's kind of organized by like color. So I have, like, you know, orange and yellow books here, blue and greenish books here, pink books. I have the Raven Cycle there, and then obviously some black books here. I also have some candles on top. So this one is from Canterbury Road Co, and this one is from the Melting Library. I also have some Funko Pops. So I have Moaning Myrtle, and this actually glows in the dark, as well as this one, which is obviously Nearly Headless Nick. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about these books, but I will say the 5th season, I really hope to read that ASAP because I've been meaning to read that for so long. Okay, so this is my Harry Potter shelf. Well, one of them. So basically I have my US hardcovers of the Harry Potter series here. Most people know what those covers look like, so I'm not going to pull them out. I do have Harry Potter's wand here. I also have this amazing anniversary edition of the Sorcerer's Stone. I believe this was the 10-year anniversary edition, and this is what it looks like under the dust jacket. It's just stunning. This is definitely one of my favorite Harry Potter editions because the spines all line up to create the Hogwarts castle, which is obviously just stunning. Then on top I have this box set. This is the Hogwarts library set, so it has the Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I also have these two editions, and I believe these are the German editions. So my sister Penny actually bought these for me as a gift for Christmas one year, and I just absolutely love the covers. Then I have the Bloomsbury UK editions. So these were released a few years ago, I believe, and their covers are just amazing. Then in front here I just have this rock candy figure of Luna Lovegood with the lion head. Then I also have this quill set. So this is an actual pen, it's not a quill, but it looks like a quill obviously, and it's just so cool. And behind the quill I have these editions of Harry Potter, and these are the Korean editions. So this shelf is mostly fantasy, so obviously they're all like black books. So on top we have The Last Magician and The Devil's Thief, and for both of these books I've spray painted the edges black. I also have this amazing Jack Skellington mug on display. So yeah, a lot of amazing books here. I have this amazing edition of The Starless Sea, and it has this imprint on the edges, so of course I had to display that. But yeah, this is the Waterstones exclusive edition. I think it's already sold out, but oh, it's just so pretty, and I have yet to read this book. Then of course these are the collector's editions of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and they're just so stunning, so I had to have Crooked Kingdom on display outwards. So this shelf is definitely the white shelf, and it has a variety of things, but it mostly has manga. So obviously we have the amazing Jade Bratz doll. So yes, I have some random books here. So I have this series, have this edition of P.S. I Still Love You, and this isn't with the other books in the series because this is paperback and I have all the other books in hardcover, but this is signed by Jenny Han, so this is obviously amazing. So yes, I have some manga here. My new obsession, Tokyo Ghoul, absolutely love it. I have my collection of Junji Ito's books, and if you don't know, I'm obsessed with Junji Ito, so love all these books so much, and they're all just so pretty. Then I have volumes 1 to 5 of Fullmetal Alchemist, and these are the Full Metal editions. They're absolutely stunning. I feel like I should take one out to show you. Okay, so this is volume 4 of the Full Metal edition, and yeah, they're just so pretty. Like, look at that. On top here I just have this skull planter. I believe you're supposed to put plants in there, but I just like it as a decorative piece. I have Orange, one of my all-time favorite manga series. Look how pretty it is. I have the film comics of Kiki's Delivery Service, and this is just a black lantern that I got in an Alcrate box, and I just leave that there. Okay, so this is definitely the classics shelf. So I believe like 90% of the books on the shelf are classics. Actually, I think they're all classics except for this book, which is Untold Night and Day, which is not a classic. Yeah, so a lot of beautiful editions here, because obviously classics have a lot of pretty editions. And then I just have a pair of Spectre specs. I have a little Q posket of Alice from Alice in Wonderland, of course. I have this Funko Pop of Harry flying on his broom catching the snitch. And yeah, so this is definitely my most colourful shelf. One of my favourite editions here is this edition of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. I just absolutely love this like gothic illustration. I think this is actually my favourite edition of Alice in Wonderland that I own. But I also have a few of the Mina Lima designs. So I have obviously this edition of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So I have that on display outwards, and these books are just so stunning because they have interactive elements throughout the book. So they're really, really cool. So yeah, I have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and The Beauty and the Beast in those Mina Lima editions. I also have a few of the Barnes & Noble editions. So for example, this is The Beauty and the Beast. Just look at that silver foiling on the edges. Then here I have obviously some more classics. I have this really pretty edition of The Great Gatsby, which was actually gifted to me by Caitlin from Cait Literature, and I can't wait to read this because it is a classic that I am interested in reading. Okay, so here we have the first Shadowhunters shelf. So we have the Mortal Instruments series. This book is an illustrated history of notable Shadowhunters and denizens of Downworld. So basically this just has a lot of character information. Then here I just have this wax melt thing. I actually forgot what it's called, but it's really cool. I haven't used it too often because I just usually display it here because I think it looks cool. Then I have this set of the Infernal Devices. So these are the paperbacks, and all the spines are really cool because they have the main characters on the spines. Then I have Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy, The Bane Chronicles. I have the 10th anniversary editions of City of Bones and Clockwork Angel, and these are really, really cool. How many times do I have to say cool? I'm really sorry. I have this Will and Gem candle that I believe I got in a fairy loot. I have this voodoo doll which I got in a Kingdom of Souls swag box. I have this blank notebook that says spellbook, so I just think it looks really cool. Once again saying cool, oh my goodness. I'm literally so sorry. I have this black rose, which is actually kind of broken, RIP, but this is actually really cool because it was a real rose and they like encased it in like gold, and this was a present that I got, but I absolutely love displaying it on my shelf. And then here I have the Shadowhunters Codex, which is a real book that they reference all the time in the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and they released a version that you could buy. So if you're really into Shadowhunters, it's a really cool thing to have. Then I have my Victoria Schwab shelf, and this is one of my favorite shelves because I just love the color scheme of her books. Red, white, black and grey. Thank you. So we have some candles on top. So for example, I have this Sunai candle. So I have this Savage Song in paperback, and this is really special because one of my subscribers actually got Victoria Schwab to sign it for me. So it says for Chloe. So this book definitely means a lot to me. I love this book, and the fact that one of you got it signed for me just means so much. So of course I have the Shades of Magic series. I have this set of playing cards that came in an Alcrate box, and they're so pretty. They're Shades of Magic inspired. They have red edges and they're just so freaking cool. Then I also have this crown, and I literally got this off eBay and it was like $20 or something, but I just think it's so cool and I love to display it on my shelf. Then I have this set of the Shades of Magic series, and these are really cool because they're from Juniper Books, and Juniper Books sell a lot of custom dust jackets. So they created this design in collaboration with Victoria Schwab. So obviously the spines line up to say Shades of Magic, and in this series there are 4 Londons. There is Black London, Grey London, White London and Red London. So it's really cool because all the 4 Londons are represented in the spine. Then I have this amazing mug which I think was in an Illumicrate box, and in this mug I have my Victoria Schwab bookmarks. So these are all characters from her series. So this is my second Shadowhunter shelf. So here we have the amazing Waterstones editions of the Dark Artificer series. So they have runes on them, and just look at that shine. Unfortunately these are really hard to get now because I believe they're all sold out. Then I have the regular editions of the Dark Artificers, and I have the dust jacket went for Queen of Air and Darkness flipped because I just had to display this amazing character artwork. Then of course I have the Infernal Devices, one of my favorite series, Chain of Gold, and then I have some non-Shadowhunters books. So I have like We Hunt the Flame, Ninth House, The Beautiful, and Angel Mage. Then I have a Funko Pop of Sally. So this shelf is another one of my favorites. I just love the aesthetic. So we have a lot of Holly Black books, well, all of my Holly Black books. So of course we have the Modern Fairy Tales, we have the Folk of the Air series, and I have quite a few different editions. These playing cards are inspired by The Cruel Prince, and these came in a fairy box. I have this Crown keychain. I have this Palace of Elfheim candle, and this is from the Melting Library. I have this book tin that came in an owl crate, and in here I just have some magnetic bookmarks. And then behind all that I have this amazing edition of The Queen of Nothing that came in a fairy. Then I just have some other fantasy books, and of course we have one of my favorite fantasy books, Girls of Paper and Fire. Once again I have quite a few editions because I was gifted 2 of them and I nearly just knocked over Chloe, and one of them came in a fairy loot. Speaking of Chloe, yes, we have another Bratz doll. So this is Chloe looking stunning. I have Girls of Storm and Shadow, and of course the amazing The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So this is another shelf of black books, and we also have the Q Posket Harry Potter figures here. So we have Draco, Harry, and Hermione. So on top we have 2 books from the Maradai series. Over here we have all the volumes of Death Note, a graphic novel, this is a poetry book. In the middle here I believe these are all fantasy books. Over here we have more fantasy. We have The Haunting of Hill House, which I really want to read because I absolutely love the show. We have The Wise Man's Sphere, which is not with The Name of the Wind because it's actually a different height, and I like to mostly organize by height, so that's why this is here. Then I have all house editions of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Okay, so this shelf has another set of Harry Potter books and I have some rock candy figures of the Golden Trio. So these editions are once again from Juniper Books. So this is the Ravenclaw set of the Harry Potter books. I am a Ravenclaw, so of course I had to get these. They're just so cool. Then I have the Book Thief on display because I just adore this book. I have some other fantasy books. Okay, so we're up to the bottom shelves, and I'm going to try to show you these shelves as best as I can, but the bed is literally right here, so I don't have much room to work with. So this shelf basically has a lot of graphic novels. Of course we have another candle. I have candles all over. So yeah, graphic novels, this random Korean book that I literally bought in Korea just because I liked the cover. Yeah, as you can see, this shelf is definitely pretty messy. It's not my favorite shelf, but that's why it's on the bottom. Then I have these gift editions of Harry Potter, and then this shelf has a lot of random hardcover books, and these are books that have spines that I feel like are hard to display in a nice way. So we basically just have books that are all the same size here. So these are like UK hardbacks. Some other random books. We have the Diviners series. I have some picture books up here. Definitely read Selway by Lupita Nyong'o. It's amazing. Okay, so now onto this black shelf. I'm literally standing on my bed to show you. But on the top we have this Kiki's Delivery Service anniversary. Yeah, this is the 30th anniversary edition. So in this it has the art of Kiki's Delivery Service. It has the Blu-ray and some other special items. Then we have some of my wand boxes, and then I have the library editions of the Avatar: The Last Airbender graphic novels. Okay, so this shelf is pretty special. Once again, I have another collection of Harry Potter books. Basically, these are the Juniper Books editions. So they did send this to me, and I am just obsessed. So Juniper Books have a lot of different Harry Potter editions that you can get, and this is the Hogwarts Express set. Stunning. Just look at the foiling, and I just love how the spines create the Hogwarts Express. It's truly on a whole new level. So in front I have some Harry Potter replicas. So we have Felix Felicis, we have the Slytherin locket, we have the Time Turner, and this one's kind of hard to see, but this is like a replica of the Prophecy that came in a subscription box. So on top here I have some Funko Pops, and these are all like Prisoner of Azkaban themed. And then I have these 2 notebooks, and these are both from Literary Crate. So we have Advanced Potion Making and The Life and Lives of Albus Dumbledore, and they are just blank notebooks inside. But yeah, they're so cool. I absolutely love them. Okay, so this shelf has more Harry Potter books. So I have all the illustrated editions that are currently out. I have some Fantastic Beasts books, which I don't want to talk about because I kind of hate that series now, like the movies. Then I have Film Wizardry, which just talks more about like the behind the scenes of the filmmaking, the art of Harry Potter, and Harry Potter Page to Screen. Then I have this cute little Funko Pop of Harry in the Sorting Hat. I have this Marauders map replica, which my friend actually gave me as a gift years ago, and it's signed by James and Oliver Phelps, the actors who play Fred and George Weasley, so this is definitely one of my most prized possessions. And then I just have 2 Lil Peep finals because I had nowhere else to put them. Okay, so this shelf doesn't have too much on it. We basically have this amazing edition of Dracula, and this is another one of the Barnes & Noble's Classics editions. Behind it I also have this edition of Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. Then I just have Caraval and Legendary. I have this bottle of Felix Felicis, and then I have one of my most prized possessions, Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem replica. It really speaks for itself. It's just so freaking beautiful. So behind it in the box I do have two things. So I have this Dumbledore's Army coin and this little replica of the golden egg, but it's actually like bath salts. Okay, so this is the bottom shelf, and here I just have some random charges. I have some more rock candy figures. So we have Neville, Luna, Bellatrix. I have this box set of the adult editions. I have some of the original UK editions of Harry Potter. I remember I used to hate what these covers looked like just the whole colour scheme and everything, and I still don't love it, but I do love it simply because it's so nostalgic and, you know, it's just so classic. But yeah, so I have a few of those back there. So these are my original Harry Potter books plus books that I found at op shops and stuff. Then I also have another candle at the back and Philosopher's Stone replica, but I think this is actually a bath product, but I wanted to keep it for display purposes. So I just took off the box set so you can see some of the other Harry Potter editions that I have. So yeah, once again, these are all like the original UK editions and I just love them. Okay, so this is the first inbuilt shelf, and this has my read arcs. So these are all arcs that I've received and I've already read. So I definitely love these books because a lot of good memories, and some of my favorite books on this shelf, honestly, like Muse of Nightmares, The Pride of the Orange Tree, Permanent Record, Chain of Gold, Girls of Paper and Fire, Wicked Fox. So many good books here, and one of my favorite editions, Muse of Nightmares, because this is the arc and it's just so pretty. Like, look at those edges. And then over here I just have some mugs with some bookmarks in them. And then for my second inbuilt bookshelf I have unread arcs. So these are all the arcs that I own that I haven't read yet, so that reminds me that I need to get to them. So yeah, I've just stacked up the colourful ones and have the black ones here. Then I have this book tin with bookmarks and a few more mugs. Okay, so we're on to the final bookshelf, and we have a little scruffy right there. So first I'll just go through what I have on top. So I have already done a bookshelf tour for this bookshelf specifically, so I'll leave that linked here if you're interested, but obviously I'm going to show you now anyway. But basically, if you've already watched that, I haven't changed too much that's on the top, but I have changed the actual shelves a little bit. So on top we have some amazing ceramic mugs. These have all come from subscription boxes and I just love ceramic mugs. They're just the best. These ones specifically are my favorite because they're the Harry Potter ones by Kara Kozik that come in our crate boxes. And in here I have some bookmarks. I also have artwork displayed here, and these artwork have all come from Fairly boxes, so unfortunately you can't buy them, but I just love them so much. And these are all like bookish inspired, so I just love it. Then we have this replica of the Harry Potter chess set. So this is a replica from the first movie. I have some candles. I have this amazing thing that I always forget what it's called but basically my friend made it and it's so cool because it is Kiki and Gigi. It's just so stunning and one of my favorite presents. Then I have more ceramic mugs, and these are more Harry Potter mugs. I have more bookmarks in here. So in the first cube I have dark colored books. So I also have this book tin that says You Have Me, and in here I have some magnetic bookmarks. So a lot of different genres here. I did read Starfish recently and I will leave that vlog linked up below if you missed it because it's my absolute favourite books now. In this cube I have some Fullmetal Alchemist Funko Pops. So we have Al and Ed, and this shelf is definitely a lot of graphic novels and manga. So this stack is all manga. So we have Horimiya, Waiting for Spring and Dream and Sun. We have this candle. This is Amortentia from the Melting Library. We have all three editions that are out of Heartstopper, Lordian Keeps Waking Up With Me, and Bloom. And on top I have this cute Squirtle. So in this cube I have this Funko Pop of Hermione brewing some Polyjuice potion and Arpa. And this shelf has dark colored books once again. So we have Shadow of the Fox, which has an amazing cover and it is a book I really want to read soon. And of course we have my two editions of Wicked Fox. This is one of my favorite books of all time, so of course I had to pull it out and show you the beautiful cover. And in this cube I have a Funko Pop of Aang, as well as books with white or whitish coloured spines. So we have the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, and yeah, definitely some good books here. Like I really love A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and On the Come Up and Emergency Contact. Okay, so this is the first cube on the bottom row. So in this cube I have my Stranger Dreamer collection. So if you don't know, Stranger Dreamer is one of my favourite series. So we have Stranger Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares, and then on top I have this paperback edition of Stranger Dreamer. I believe this is the Polish edition. These are the US hardbacks, and these editions are the UK original editions. So a lot of people ask me where they can get this, and unfortunately it's out of print now, which is so sad because it is so stunning. But yeah, if you want to get this hardback edition, unfortunately it's really hard to find now. I wish it wasn't, because a lot of people still message me asking where they can get that edition. But yeah, unfortunately it's out of print, which is just the saddest thing ever. But anyway, and of course the Muse of Nightmares cover is also just beautiful. Okay, so in this cube I have two amazing Funko Pops. So we have Zuko and Katara. Anyway, so this definitely has a lot of colourful books, mostly books with red spines. But yeah, these are mostly YA contemporary, and I just want to quickly show you this cover. So this is With the Fire and High by Elizabeth Acevedo. It is a really amazing YA contemporary, and the cover is just stunning. But also under the dust jacket, this is what it looks like. So it's beautiful. Okay, we're nearly at the end. This is the second last cube. So in this cube I have hardbacks that have yellow, blue or green spines. So I believe these are mostly YA contemporary once again, and we have an amazing Sokka Funko Pop. Because it's on top, I'll just quickly show you the amazing cover of I Wish You All the Best by Mason Diva, and this is an amazing YA contemporary that I definitely recommend. Okay, and the final cube. So in this cube I have some Throne of Glass, I have the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, Nocturna, and of course the amazing Daisy Jones and the Six, one of my absolute favorite books. I've literally read it 3 times and I love it. Okay, so that's it for my bookshelf tour. I really hope you all enjoyed. So I hope you're all having a good day or night, and I'll see you in my next video.